if a man strikes his male or female servant with a rod, and he dies at his hand, he shall be punished. Okay? If he killed him, then it's murder, and it's the death sentence. If, however, he survives a day or two, no vengeance shall be taken, for he is his property. Okay, so what this isn't saying, because we know who Yehovah is if you punish your male or female servant, you hit them with a rod, just make sure you don't kill them. Beat them to within an inch of their life, that's fine. But don't kill them. Okay, that's very wrong. Okay, it's not saying that. We saw in Luke 12:47-48 before that the servant who knows his Lord's will, didn't do according to his Lord's will, he will be beaten with many stripes. Okay, the servant who did things worthy of stripes but was unaware that they were wrong will be beaten with few stripes. Okay, this is talking about stripes of a rod, which is exactly what this is talking about. So we see the New Testament follows the same principles as the Old Testament. The situation that this is prescribing for is for a master who's taken his servant into his house. Okay, chastisement, punishment is required. You've got to bear in mind that a lot of these people, okay, we'll see in a second that you could be taken into someone's house if you were a thief and you couldn't afford to make restitution because you've been caught. Okay, so you've taken someone like this into your house, and you've taken them into your house for 6 years, and you've taken on the responsibility of giving them food, clothing, and shelter. They're your responsibilities under the law. The servant comes in, they refuse to do what you're saying to do. Sit there and go, what are you going to do? Okay, if there's no recourse to punishment, then you could have a man living in your house for 6 years that completely disrespects you. Okay, there is a measure of discipline needed. And as I say, we see this in the New Testament as well, that stripes of a rod are recognized discipline. We shall see, though, that you're not just to inflict damage on a servant. Okay, this is proper discipline according to Yehovah's heart. Okay, so we understand certain things about who Yehovah is, that he is not the sort of person who says, just go and beat your servants, and as long as you don't kill them, then that's fine. And what we'll see that if you cause significant damage to a servant, then you are to in fact let them go free. So what this is not saying is whatever you do to them is fine as long as you don't kill them, which is the way that some people ridiculously read this law. Again, because they come to the Torah with a complete ignorance of the Torah, so they understand some things within the Torah according to that ignorance, instead of submitting themselves to Yehovah and saying, well, you are righteous, okay, and you've said this in your law, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search out what this means. I'm not going to interpret it in a way that's contrary to the righteousness that I know that you have. If a man strikes the eye of his male or female servant and destroys it, he shall let him go free on account of his eye. And if he knocks out a tooth of his male or female servant, he shall let him go free on account of his tooth. Obviously, any significant damage that's done, again, it's not just limited to the particular situation. Well, it's not his eye and it's not his tooth, but he's broken both of his legs. That's not what it's saying. Okay, if you cause significant damage to your servant, then you've got to let them go. You could have got that servant a few weeks ago, okay, and you could have paid a high price for that servant. If you've been mistreating them and you've caused significant damage to them, then you have to let them go. Doesn't matter what you paid for them, you've got to let them go. That's what's fair, that's what's just in Yehovah's eyes.